So this won't be a great video, but it might be a useful video. This thing was running great. All of a sudden it's falling on its face. Give it gas, it falls on its face. Vacuum is running about 3 inches or so lower than it was before it started to, quote, fall on its face. I advanced and retarded the ignition, thinking, well, maybe it's too far retarded because that'll cause a vacuum drop. And this is a 1984 going on a 454 Chevy, but the principles are all the same. Quadrajet's basically a Quadrajet. Put a screwdriver down, a small screwdriver down in here, towards the front, if you will, or towards the back. This is secondary, so that's the back side. Down here, and there it is. And those should go up and down. If they're stuck, then they won't go up and down, will they? If they were stuck down and they couldn't come out, and if they were stuck up, then you'd be gulping these huge amounts of fuel at idle and the engine would die. Also, when you're undoing these, they might be Phillips or these are Torx. Down here, where the accelerator pump nozzles are, there's a Torx head on both sides. It looks like it would just take off the accelerator nozzle assembly, but it's actually part of the carburetor top. So, because of my situation, which I won't bore you with, I may have to just wire these open, which means that those rods we're looking at, right, moving up and down there now, will always be out of their jets, because those rods on both the primary and secondaries go into the jets and lift out like you think of a motorcycle carburetor with a needle assembly. Okay, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. This is a so-called hot rod trick. You just hold this, wire this open, but you have to be careful getting onto full throttle because it'll take a big gasp trying to suck. Alright, so we move on. This is on top of the float. It's plasticky feeling. The level is obviously low. The main jet metering rods are down in here. Once you get this top cover off, the gasket itself has a cut across it. So you can put those 2 rods and its cross member down in there first, slip the gasket over, and it kind of slips this way. Then you've got to run this back up here. You've got to hold this in place, tilt the top sideways so you can work this linkage in, and then it'll rotate back into its position here. Alright, now you've previously removed these rods for the secondaries, and they just drop right in, which I can't show you because I'm holding a camera. So when you get those in, there's a little screw right here. I know that's not a very good explanation, but if you're fucking with one of these. So we got all the water out and blew everything clean, and we're hopeful. So there's no misunderstanding. That step is up, right? On where my finger is going up. So don't do it like that. Right? So the step is down. Do it so the step is up. Onto there. And then it'll rotate. Okay?